Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids Week 8, Day 1. So, this week is actually kind of fun for raids for once. Normally it is not. Normally not at all. But, yeah, not that bad. We have a bunch of Pan's Veil to use. There's a few interesting strategies we can use. The main one being the one we used earlier. The other, I've been planning on messing around with, though I don't know if we'll get to it today. Probably at the end of it, I want to try is multiple Faunessa. So initially, I'm going to be going with Mang, Copernicus, King Selena, Siren, but then I will be switching into more of a Faunessa team, like literally like 2 or 3 of them, probably 2, because we do have Copernicus to Legendary, so we probably want to use him. But yeah, it's pretty much just going to be the game plan then. Start off with this. Really good at killing out Val Ravens. It is exceptionally good at securing those Val Raven kills. But the main reason I kind of want to go Faunessa is, like obviously the values are too low right now. Our Siren's almost doing more than her. But once we start reaching, like let's say 60 Zugoff, that's not too bad to do like literally 60 damage or something to it immediately as soon as the battle starts. You can basically just throw Mang, Copernicus, and then Faunessa, and then boom, it's dead. And just kind of go by that way. Maybe even just do this team just with 1 Faunessa. But we'll see for now. This is, of course, the lower level range. Or, you know, while they're still a little bit lower. Would definitely be better using a Siren at the moment. Of course, if you haven't been using the Bard Hero class this week, definitely advise to do so. It gets 20% bonus this week. Also has all of these okay perks. Not the greatest of perks, but still pretty decent. Gives a random ally a stats effect. This does not count as PvP, so you can't use it for those 5 attack, unfortunately. Gain extra magic if in last position, which in this game mode is useless. And none of the other ones are useful, so can't really do that. 20% spell reduction, one of the only few things that has that, so really, really nice to have that. Other than that, you can either go for a half mana start if you don't have King Selenas, or 3 additional magic if you do. Then either 4 magic if you're using an artifact, or distribute the magic on everyone instead of all on your hero. And other than that, you have either enchant or extra purple. More often than not, you'd probably set it to extra purple in this game mode, though there are many instances where you would use the enchant option, but more so if your hero is completely blocked. And then if we're using Mang first slot, we definitely want the purple instead to go and assist our other allies. But yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. We'll be rolling with this and see what we can do. So let's get into that. Click back, and also I'm going double red banner just so we get Mang and King Selenas up a bit quicker. And that's pretty much that. We're still at the initial battle, so it should be relatively easy for the most part. Also, someone did bring to my attention a little bit earlier that we actually will not, unfortunately, be getting the rebalance to Pan's Veil this week. They ended up making a message earlier, not like today earlier, but actually like way earlier that I didn't even notice, that basically say that they won't be able to have enough time to get around to it. So unfortunately, we are not getting a Pan's Veil rework this week. That is unfortunate, but oh well. But yeah, Pan's Veil is just going to stay useless, with the only things being good being the hero class, King Selenas, and Siren from the Kingdom, and occasionally like Faunessa and a few other things, but not too often. Anyways, let's go and... oh, I can't do it on brown. Let's go do it on there. Oh, I got the color I wanted. It just didn't land, unfortunately. That's so much mana for him. Wow, that backfire. Okay. Well, at least we'll be able to get Mang in time, or should be able to. We'll take the red there. He'll Skull us. We have Barrier, which I believe he actually just did to himself off that random stats effect, because I don't think he has Barrier any other means. Oh, wait. Did I just Siren... oh, what am I doing? I just Sirened him. Whoops. That's not what you're supposed to do. Never Siren him. Never Siren him, because you need it for Mang. Oh, well. Not that big a deal. This is still the earlier battles. That makes almost no difference. And on the later battles, it probably wouldn't even make much of a difference either, since you would have the, they would have higher stats, so you'd still have plenty to tear away for extra attack. The only problem here is we're blocking this guy. I guess we'll have to take yellow to get him to full. So we'll do that. We can get a pretty big hit on him. We're going to take some reds before I do, just so we actually turn it and get another Mang. And we're probably just going to do that just so we can go into one-shot range. It's going to do a little hit on us. I don't think we're going to bother stopping him. Do keep in mind, King Selenas does boost ratio based on wild folk in the battle. So having a lot of them is helpful. The only thing on our team that isn't is the Siren. But if we were to change it to Faunessa, it would count as one. And now he just dies off a burn. And he's a pretty good burner, too. You don't normally use him much, since Infernus is way ridiculously superior. So if you have Infernus, you never touch him. But in context of teams like this, it's not too bad. Also, 2 rewards I haven't even claimed yet. Also, hello! Did I say hello to everyone yet? I don't even think I did. Hello, Danny. Hello, William. Hello, Tim. Hello, Rasa. Hello, Captain. Hello, Dragon Ball Z fan. Hello, Julio. Hello, Humberto. Hello, Medieval. Hello, Zeddicus. Hello, D. Hello, Marcelo. Hello, Humberto. I think I already said you. Hello, Demon Rachel. And hello, Mirage Film. Hello, Questor. And hello, M78. And hello, everyone else. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, of course, today we have the new event and everything. Mainly going over that and raids and all that. Speaking of that, last week's event, we do still have the orb from, Bounty Hunter. So let's go claim that. Of course, we made top 100. I think we made like 60th or somewhere around there. I don't know. Whatever it is, it was still the same reward. And we get a purple. So not too bad. That's what, 15 gem keys? Yeah, 15 gem keys. So that comes out to 135 gems basically is how much that is. So not too bad. It's 135 gem saving, which kind of makes up for the fact of how much we spent on the game mode. So overall, I don't think that game mode was too bad. We got a lot of purple orbs from it, actually. Both the major orbs we got were both purple, and then the one we get for the leaderboard was purple. Sweet. I don't mind. That is one of the better ones. It doesn't help us craft a Zugoff, but it does save us a lot of gems into the future for whenever we do decide to finally go use the... what am I doing? When we finally decide to go use the all of our keys, because of course we're saving our... Whatever am I clicking? Go to the raids. This is why you don't talk and play at the same time. Anyways. Let's go into the next battle. So Mang, boss, and then kill while working skulls, pretty much. Just rush down the boss with Mangs, or get a Mang onto the boss as quickly as possible, then clear out the boss, then clear out the rest. So we do this. Ideally, we'll have full mana on him, though we could do that with Siren if we wanted to. Also, we can go hit him with Siren now, too. So I'll actually go do that. We'll throw that on him. I'll bring him into kill range for King Salinas, then we just adjacent kill him. Just do that. And that's pretty much the match. All we have to do now is just take one more hit. And yeah, they actually go down really quick this time around. Just because there's a lot of stuff that can be used on them this week that are pretty decent. Not to mention, there's a lot of mana. You can start your entire team off with half mana with King Salinas. And even if you don't have King Salinas, you have access to full empowered Sirens and full empowered Faunessas. And if you don't have King Salinas, that would be... I just said that, but that would be your best bet, is to go Sirens and a combination of Siren and Faunessa. More so Faunessa than anything else. At the moment, it wouldn't be too good to use Faunessa since we're still at the very low stats. But once you reach those higher ones, it would definitely be worth it. Oh, that's funny. We get Enrage for free. That was almost enough to kill him. I guess we'll kill him off of adjacent damage at this point. I don't have Mang yet. We have everything except Mang. Okay, well, we'll go throw that down. Go get that. Kill this out, and then get a red, hopefully. Nice, exactly what we needed. Then we go throw Mang at double check the board. Actually, we'll take a skull first. Then we'll throw a Mang, and then we'll throw a poke. And that'll be that. And there we go. Yeah, this might be the quickest that raids have ever been, as far as how easy it is. Because normally raid synergy is pretty bad, but you get so much mana start that it just kind of goes through it before it can even do anything, which is important because you're normally on a timer on the Zugoff. Not only that, but what's nice about the Zugoff, well, there's one good thing and one bad thing about the Zugoff. The bad thing is he has very low armor. I believe it's the actual lowest armor of any of the Zugoff's types. But he gains, like, no benefit from his ability if he does eventually get it off. It's just attack. That's nothing. It's not like it's freeze. It's not like it's barrier. It's not like it's submerge. It has none of those really, really annoying side effects when it ends up casting its ability, which is nice. I haven't seen it actually cast one yet, but, you know, it's just attack. It's not going to do anything. So we actually have a 100% chance of getting yellow here. I think I'm going to go for that. So go do that. Get our yellows. Actually, you know what? That was slightly a bad idea, wasn't it? A good thing he's blocked. I didn't think that through. If he was the only yellow on the team and that missed, that would have been horrible. Okay, let's go get Mang up. Let's go for him there. Let him have a little bit of ability here. Luckily, that doesn't create anything for his thing. And he's now reblocking it, so that's fine. Definitely need to make sure they don't get away, but throw a Mang at him, get our attack up so we can one-shot everything. Throw a nice King Salinas in the middle there. You'll go clean up the other thing, and that'll pretty much be match. And now all we have to do is find 2 more little pokes of any kind. Take some greens to go get our mana cycling again. Hopefully get some, I guess we'll go for red or purple. Go for that. Actually, maybe I should go for the yellow. Might be a little bit more useful. But we'll take that. He'll go and trade a bunch of blues and browns. Neither of which we really need that much. Browns would only go to Mang, and the blues would only go to that little poke. But I guess they're both enough to kill out the other one. I just need a skull into a hit now at this point. Oh, that's exactly so. Or double skull, that works too. And there we go. We finished with like everything with full mana. And we get 2 more battles for that. Also, hello, Sean and Anthony and King Larry and TJ Time Bomb. Welcome, everyone. If you guys have anything you want me to go over, just let me know. We'll still be going over quite a few things as well. Let's see. What's the other thing I need to hit here? I guess we'll go for the red purple. Go for that one. Because we're probably going to throw the King Solanus on it anyways. So we'll hit that. Just need another little poke. And see what we can do from there. Also, we will have a redeem code a little bit later on as well. Oh, that reminds me. I need to go tell Salty about that. I still haven't contacted her again. I only have 2 codes left. Because she never gave me more yet. Okay, let's go move... How do we do this? I guess we mank him. Kill double brown, which almost gets us the boss. Oh, whoa, whoa, he actually got the boss, finally. Ow. Okay. Well, he was able to pull off the boss, and it's the one that does more damage, too, so that's a bit annoying. Oh, I didn't think about that, too. This week has a lot of stun skins, doesn't it? That could be a little annoying. But we'll go and kill out the boss. It's slightly less damage. I think it's still enough, right? No, it's not. Never mind. But we just golden the skull at this point. And now we just need to find one more. Don't move anything over. Try to see if he'll bait himself into failing. I think he just did. And dead. There we go. Yeah, he finally got a hit off. Only he doesn't get any kind of real side effect from it, though. Yeah, these are really annoying. It's all giants. There are some giants out there that are decent that could end up appearing. Hopefully we don't see them. Okay, let's go get rid of... let's go do this on red or blue. Ideally, that would have done red. Unfortunate that it didn't. Go and just take ourselves some more red, get Mang down on him, go from there. And worry about yellow as well. He isn't blocked, so we do need to make sure we go for these yellows when we have them available. And then probably King Solanus, and then just tear them apart from there. So we'll go take a blue or a purple would be great, since that would be enough to actually kill him. So we'll take that. And then we can just go King Solanus and all that. So we'll take Skull there. Just need one more poke so we can kill out the Valraven. Very important that that goes down. Take a nice little poke on him. And then we just focus everything on the Valraven. And there we go, dead. Hello, base. Welcome. Everything's been going pretty decent lately. Later spam on Salty stream will have to be something like giving more codes. No, don't do that. Don't do that. What do we need? He's enchanted. We could actually just take a yellow to get him to full. That or a double brown. I think double brown would be better. Get the Mang up immediately. Almost had an extra turn right there, too, if it would have dropped one more blue. But we'll go throw that on last slot. Get her a little bit of attack up. Where do we throw the next one at? He already has enough damage, so I don't really need to go for that. I guess we'll just take the mana down. I didn't even need that green, actually. But we'll throw that in there. Easily one-shot it. He keeps getting more and more damage every single time, too, which is kind of cool. If you ever did need to multicast him. As I mentioned earlier, he's the first one, if I'm not mistaken, to have gotten that capability. I keep thinking that this thing can summon. I know it can't, but I think that because the other one can. The brown version of him can. I mean, not the brown. The giant version of him can. That one green-blue troop ends up summoning every single time when it does its ability. I don't know why, but I keep thinking that he can too sometimes. We'll go move that down. What else do we need here? We'll go throw down... I guess we kill out the middle? No, let's do it on the bottom, actually. We'll go take that yellow since he didn't, but we'll take that extra turn first. Grab all that mess. Take the yellow, didn't surge. Take maybe just a bunch of greens. Go throw like a poke all the way at last slot here. Then we can clean it up with just about anything like King Solanus. And then we just poke him once. And that'll be that. Here, have a Mang. Mang's actually does a decent amount of damage. I did finally get into +5, by the way. If you guys didn't notice earlier. Didn't really make much of a mention of it. But, that does give it a decent amount of extra stats. It gains 1 extra magic. A little bit of... That's not where you check it. It gets 1 extra magic. 4 HP, 4 armor, and 3 attack. So basically a little bit of everything, which is kind of nice. I'm not bothering to get it further, even though obviously we can. Just because the effects that we get from it are so minuscule that it's not worth it. Also, just create 1 red gem can backfire heavily. So it's not worth putting it on. But, yeah, we got it up to get all of its bonus stats. The same thing I did with Mountain Crusher. I just got all of its stats and nothing else. And that's the same thing we did with Mang. Drop the codes on Tacet. There we go. We'll go and take the mana down. Start getting Mang up when we can. King Solanus, nice. Little poke, also nice. Need the rest of our mana though. That'd be even nicer. Take that down. somehow gets a cascaded thing. I guess we'll try sirening it or the rest of our mana. So please do brown. Good. That'll be the last of it. Didn't extra turn, but we got a little mana we needed for now. Move that over. Take that over. Too bad none of them have an auto extra turn. That'd be useful right about now with how much mana we keep cycling. But we'll go to this. Throw down the one shot. Oh, wait. I don't have mana for him. Oops. Should probably go get that. I'm going to do that right now. Oh, you waste my turn for it. We could have tried sirening it, but it would probably have missed. And has frozen us as well. We can just make sure we hit Siren on something that doesn't use that color. So we can do it on first slot. Neither of those two colors we use on her. So we can't lose our turn. He just froze her twice in a row. Really? Okay. Well, at least if it was to do it on anything, that would be the least consequential one since it was already frozen. I'll take this over. I want him to take that green there. He didn't. Could have gotten a skull if he did. I guess we'll just go for a poke and then find a skull somewhere. So we'll do that. Clear that out. And just find a skull at this point. Or Manged him. I guess Mang works too. Or that. There we go. And down it goes. Now, of course, we're getting a decent amount of Bard XP while doing this too. It's not like an excessively quick rate, but at least we're getting some more. There isn't much of a need to have it beyond level 100 though. Level 70 is technically max Bard just because the final perk is horrible. There isn't much a need to go that far on it. Which is also nice because then we don't actually have to grind it out later. Like after we finish everything out with Bard this week, we never need to level it again. Unless we need it for the kingdom, but we don't need that for a long while. It's going to be like a year or so before we ever need hero classes to actually be level 100 for kingdoms. It is going to be a thing eventually, but it's a long, long way. We are nowhere near the point where you're going to need a level 100 for your kingdom. Okay. Well, we'll go and throw that down. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think actually 20 star required level 100. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but I know it's like some kind of ridiculously high star level. That is nowhere near where we are now. There are like smaller ones before then, though. Like I believe like 11 or 12 star requires you to have it like level 20 or something. But level 20 is basically just getting the weapon. You get the weapon at around 23, if I'm not mistaken. Level 23 of the hero. Let's see. Because all you need to do is get 250 wins. So somewhere around level 23 to level 40-ish, depending on which way you gain mana. You'd get the class weapon for the class. Let's kill him with all the damage we have. Do that, throw the other one down at him, and go from there. Actually, we'll take the green right there. Grab that. Take skull. Oh, the waste of that skull. I didn't realize that. Oh, well. We'll throw this at him. Hopefully we'll get another skull. Because that was a huge waste right there. It would have been wasted regardless, though, if I did or didn't take it, but oh well. Because he would have taken it if I didn't, obviously. Okay, we don't have a cascade here, so we'll try for it. Never mind, we did get it. Nice. Pure luck. But if you don't go for it, you'll never get them. Wow, double stone skin. That's not good. This is when you need to bring out the Titan so you can actually hit through them. Like when I was saying you need Titan for raids and evasion, like these are the moments I'm referring to when you need Titan. Because you can hit through stone skin and stuff like that. And it's very, very useful for that. With the enrage. Plus you get the other immunities as well. But yeah, it's like moments like this is when you really would want to have the Titan. I might eventually switch to Titan later this week once we reach the harder battles. Obviously for the easier ones right now, we're better off just using Bard and getting EXP on a hero class we don't have maxed yet. But we will be changing that up later. Okay, I need mana for you. There's no way to get that at the moment though. Like literally no way, so we'll just get that I guess for now. Take the green down, grab all that mess. Okay, he got a little bit of his mana there. We're actually going to go for full since he's available now. He'll go do something. We're actually going to let him have that skull. We'll throw that down. He doesn't need to go for it. That's to be expected. We'll go secure to kill and then, I guess, plow down the little birdie. And we'll go from there. So we'll go... Actually, we could just throw all three of the abilities at it. I think that's enough. And just wait on killing the Zugoff. Let me double check. Will that be enough? Yes, it will. Oh, no! Okay, we're fine. Wow, that was almost bad. That was almost very bad. Luckily, it's 70% chance of staying in play occurred. So we have two ways of killing it. I could either let it stay burned, or we could try sirening it. I think I'm going to secure to kill because it's already trying to escape, so we'll do that just to play it safe. And all we have to do now is find a one-shot on him. The easiest way to go do that would be to get this thing back to full mana, which we can two-turn if we get lucky enough, though mana's not really showing up, so I guess we'll take some greens there. See what else we can kind of get. Take a purple. He'll skull us. Get the free blues. Take skull because that kills it. And there's the mana we need and dead. click. And there we go. That was almost really bad. So it doesn't really matter too much. I believe my guild's going to reach max rewards regardless. But still, it's nice having that extra little bit of battles. Because I'm not trying for leaderboard. I normally don't during raids or invasions. Very, very, very rarely do I. And, actually, no, I don't think I've actually ever done it. Never mind. Never have I bothered for either of those two leaderboards. There are people that do. I personally don't. I'd rather do it for class events and for raids. I mean, class events and bounty hunter are the only ones. And, of course, PvP occasionally. Anyways, let's go claim all this. We got an orb and a bunch of other randomness. And, of course, that major orb of growth like it always is. Let's go get that. Hopefully, we get an orb that is not green. Anything but green. Okay, of course. The only thing we don't want. And a legendary task. Let's see, did I even donate gold earlier? I believe I did. I think I did like 2.6 million. Let me double check. I always forget to do it on Mondays. Like, if I don't do it immediately, I always forget to end up claiming the gold. So we should probably get 1.5k seals later on. Let me see. Oh, yeah, we already did it. 2.6 million. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of really high number of donations. I almost feel like increasing the minimum, but I know that won't really work. Because it's pretty hard to... Oops, what am I doing? It's pretty hard to keep up with the minimum if it goes too much higher than 1 million. You'd have to be a really active player for it to be able to keep up with it. Why do I keep clicking on Guild Wars? I hate when it's, like, showing like that. Why is it even showing here? I guess so you can see the results of last week. It shows, like, the winners of the top 10. Shows your results if you wanted to go over it for kicking purposes. And it just shows the reward you got from last week. Doesn't show really much else, though. Every single screen's, like, grayed out. Like, you can't see where you moved or anything like that. Anyways, let's go and... Also, that reminds me. Is there not a progress page anymore? Whatever happened to that one progress page where it shows how much you moved up and down and all that? Like, that would have been a good thing to actually keep here so we could see it. I never even realized that. They completely removed that from the game. Is there not a, No, there's not a thingy for it. There's not a single question mark thingy that brings it up. That's weird. I never noticed that. Anyways, that's a big deal. Let's go and head back to raids. Back to battle. And a bunch of giants again, as will every battle be. Yes, you can use Vanessa instead of Siren. I will be switching to that probably at higher level range. But at the moment, we're using Siren because their attack is still so low that we'd get better value out of Siren. But yeah, we will be switching to Vanessa. Probably once he reaches like 80 attack or something. But at the moment, Siren, compared to like if it was to hit one of these, it's doing about the same amount of damage. We'll do slightly more with Vanessa, but we're not getting mana if we use Vanessa. So we'll do that. Try for mana. Didn't get the exact one we wanted, but still got mana nonetheless. Got him to full. Take a skull. Throw that down. Take the other blue. Take another skull. Take another skull. And now we just need to go get Mang up somehow. So we'll take the red over. Take the yellow because we... Oh no! Oops! Why did I do it that way? I, for whatever reason, thought that would give us the cascade of red. I have no clue what I was thinking there, but throw the Mang down. Get that on him. Go throw this for a little bit of poke and get that out. Then we just have to deal with these little two. So we'll move that over. Throw a little bit of burn. Take our mana off of him. And he actually just made the board really good for landing it. And we were able to land it, of course. Might as well just keep spamming him. And we do eventually miss. Take the mana over. We'll take a bunch of little junk here and there. Oh no, he actually got double skull. You'd actually get a kill there. Kill that out. And now we just need to find one skull if we can. Go right over. Try taking out a, let's see. Nah, we're not gonna get a skull. We'll go for that. Just kill him out with ability. That's not enough damage even, but we'll still throw it down. At this point, we're gonna kill him with Mang, it looks like. The actual, oh no, or skull, there we go. Right at the end, a little overkill. A lot of overkill, actually. There we go. Yeah, 62 attack. Maybe at 70 attack, actually. Because then, by that point, they'll be at about 40, 45 or so attack on all of them. And then it'd probably be worth switching over. Now, let's go get Mang up immediately. Didn't get a cascade. Move the other brown over. Take a little bit of, let's move that. Looks like a skull. We'll throw a Mang at him. The other skull will kind of just leave there. Take the Mang down. Takes a double skull. We'll throw that for a kill. And it's pretty much that. We'll go throw that right in the middle, get them all burned. And then we have an enraged skull, which is definitely way more than enough to kill it out with. Guess we'll just throw this onto middle and try for yellow. And then we can kill him out with the yellow that we just created. A little bit weird putting the damage on him, but we needed it for the yellow mana. Because normally you'd want to distribute it on one of the ones you're going to be hitting lower on. But neither of those would give us... Oh, wait, never mind. We could have thrown it on first slot. I guess we overkill it with this. There we go. And now we can just go kill him now. Or do it that way. Okay. Well, that changed the plan like 3 times over, but that'll work. We'll throw a Mang into King Salinas, and that'll be enough damage. And that's that. And we gained another level on our Bard. You wish per day, but that kind of time when you don't have it. What, that much gold per day? All right, your average with your PvP is around 2 million. So you always have plenty banked up. Yeah, I think these days I've been getting about 3 to 5 most of the weeks. Just because we've been getting very, very close to the leaderboard, or literally making a leaderboard. I think I might this week. I'm not sure yet. We're not really that high on the leaderboard at the moment. We have like, what, 2,000 points? So we're still relatively low. But leaderboard just recently, I think, has dropped down to about 32,000. I didn't actually double check it at the end of Sunday to see what it was at. But I believe it's around 32,000 right now. I was getting as high as like 36, 38,000. But 32,000 is a lot more manageable. So yeah, we might go and try for it. We'll see. Surprised the score is actually still relatively low right now. It's only a 3,000 gap from where we're at. We could do 3,000 in about 2 hours. If we were just doing PvP the entire time, of course. But anyways, let's go do raids. Head back to this and get back in there. Wait, did we end up Oh yeah, I forgot. We did have someone who left because of I didn't realize they already left. My bad. But yeah, we did have some person leave because they were just gonna do the guild wars last week, and then they were like, okay, no more raids, no more invasions. They left on such an easy raid evasion though, unfortunately, or at least a raid. I don't forget what invasion is next week. Actually, while we're here, let me go double check that for you, everyone. I'm pretty sure some of you have already peeked at it. But next week's invasion is for... what on earth is that thing? Wrong troop. Let's see. It's for Fae! Interesting. It's a Bright Forest event, and you'll have to use Faes. And also, next Friday is new Mythic as well. So we have that. It's going to be an interesting True Damage Mythic, which might actually be viable, question mark. We'll have to see. It's a mix between a True Damage troop and a Gorgolfa, which, because it's kind of like a Gorgolfa, makes it really decent. But, yeah, we'll have to see. There's also, it could be a possible magic counter, too, because it does have a lot of webs. But, yeah, next week's going to be Fae. That's, interesting. Let's see. Fae for invasions. Queen Mab does hurt them, by the way. They have immune to a lot of stuff, but they do not have immune to mana burn. So you are allowed to mana burn them if you wanted to. Other than that, trying to think of what combinations really under Fae that'd be, like, exceptionally good. There isn't much. There is not much. It does gain a lot of magic, though. The biggest issue with Fae is it doesn't have much synergy within itself. Like, there's a lot of good Fae troops. There's just not a good Fae team that just has all the synergy it needs. There's some synergy, it's normally lacking, like, one big part, like a good mana generator normally. Fae has, if I'm not mistaken, almost no mana generation. Has a lot of damage output and some really nice troops, but it just doesn't have synergy within itself, like many types and many kingdoms. Okay. Or I shouldn't say it doesn't have as good of a synergy. Almost every typing has synergy within itself. Just some of them are way, way, way obviously better than others. Because there's normally many components of what builds a normal team that some of them are missing. We'll go for that. We already have enough attack, so let's do it on the one that has reduction to skulls, so we can just kill him out with the adjacent damage. He'll die to burn. And all we need now is to find 2 skulls. I kind of almost want to use Wild Queen just so we can create skulls. Because there's nothing else under this category, this kingdom, that creates skulls if we don't use her. And it would be kind of helpful in the Mang situation. Oh, no. The biggest issue I would see with that, there's 2 of them. One is we would reduce the attack so much that he wouldn't have any attack to steal sometimes. But the other big issue with that is just going to be that it could easily backfire. And we get hurt a lot. Because her attack reduction is normally meant so the enemy doesn't really do much with their skulls. Which you can still kind of do. But the attack value is so ridiculously high in this game mode that it's not really going to do that purpose that well. Yeah, let me actually go check Faye real quick. So this is everything that we'd have for next week's event for the thing. Also, as I was mentioning earlier, I didn't even really say much about it. But yeah, we are missing a person. So, oh wait, no we're not. Hold up. Where did the one player come from then? Or did they not leave yet? Oh yeah, our guild requirement is... What? But wait, who's the one person we're missing? I think someone already recruited it then. Because we're not missing anyone. And they probably already left by now. Let me check roster. Who said all zeros or something? That's strange. Did they not leave yet? Okay, anyways. What was I looking for? I'm looking for... There's something else I was about to go do other than that. Well, I guess redeem code. That wasn't what I was going to do, but might as well. We're already at it. Well, I'm puzzled. Maybe it'll remind me of what I was about to go do. Okay, we only have 2 codes left. Dun dun dun. Let's see. I believe it's only 2 codes left. Yep, assuming they work, we only have 2 codes left. If not, we have 0. But yeah, let's go with this one. And then we'll have the other one for later. Copy that. Let me make sure it works. What just happened? The page reloaded. That's fine. Hopefully I actually pasted that. Let's see. Get rid of that. Put that in there. Click redeem. It doesn't work because I put a space bar. There we go. And it does work. I just put extra space that didn't belong in there. Put that there. Copy all of that mess. Click backspace so it moves back to the page correctly. Click back on Gems of War. Back to game code. And there we go. Okay, so let me go and hand this to you guys. 1 second. Oh, where did I just put it? Oops. I just copy-pasted in the wrong way. Let me go grab that. Wait. Oh, no. I click refresh on it, so now I have to re-get it. There we go. Okay. Anyways, let me go and put that right there. There you guys go. There is the code. Live your life. And there we go. But yeah, live your life. We got that. Go to gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, and you'll be able to use the redeem code for that. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says there is what you put in. The redeem code's in the chat below, or above and to the right. It's normally below me, not in this format. But, and then it gives the same reward that it always would. The 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And if I'm not mistaken, I actually have an objective to go open 3 gem keys, so let's actually go do that right now. Here's the one from the code. Manticore. He used to be amazing before he got nerfed. Still okay. It's good early game impervious. And there's our free 10 gems, and nothing good. Though we did need more copies of Gorbel, so at least we got that. But yeah, that's that. I forgot he's even ultra rare rarity. I thought he was lower than that. I could have sworn he was lower rarity than that. I thought he was like a rare or something. Anyways, that's that. Completed out that task. Got our 10 gems. And, yeah. Let's go back to raids then. We'll check if we have any more rewards. No, it doesn't look like we'll be getting any more during this stream. Tomorrow we'll probably have that other orb. The following day, maybe the other 2. Actually, we're almost getting near the end already. Is everyone in my guild actually doing it for once? Because normally they don't do it till the end of the week. Okay, we'll go and what do we need here? We'll go get a nice siren down, I guess. See if we can get that for some red somewheres. Red or purple, I guess. Please do red. It always does the color you don't want it to do. I really wish you could choose with it. It's one of the reasons why you don't use siren for much. Goblin Team's about the only thing that really uses it. Just because it goes in the theme of all the randomness. Oh, that's what I meant to do. I meant to go check phase. I remember now. How did that remind me of that? Wow. But yeah, I meant to go check all the phase to see what team combinations we have for next week. I have no clue what made me remember that, but there we go. Let's go and take the blue over, grab that, take skull, take a bunch of reds, take a yellow and try to get that down, didn't get it. Throw King Salinas and kind of just go from there. And yeah, take that for a poke. See what else we can do here. Just throws a little bit of a hit on us. Let's go do a bunch of rounds and all that. So take blue. They'll skull us. We'll go and grab, we'll get Manga. Do that. Throw... We do have enough to kill him, right? Yeah, we do. So that's Mankim, actually. Oh, why did I not take round? Oh, I could have gotten skull out of that, too. Oh, well. Go take that. And dead off that. There we go. But yeah, let me go check that now, because that's what I was meant to do earlier. Hey, this is what we use for next week invasion. Not that. Where'd it go? Faye. Grab that. Okay, so. Let's see. What do we have here that's not horrible? We have double oh, no, they're immune to silence. Never mind. Because we're up against towers, so we have to keep that in mind. They're immune to mana drain, so can't use that. Green Seer won't be horrible. We could actually use that as one of our main mana generators if we find enough synergy for it. Queen Titania is useless just because they have Fairy Fire immunity. They do have Freeze immunity too, so I guess technically both of them would kind of be useless in a way. They do not have Mana Burn immunity, however, but still. The main two values you would use those for is for Freeze and for the Fairy Fire, and neither of them would have access to it. We could build a Rowan team. Oh, you know what? That actually would be pretty funny, though that'd be really risky. Build a Golden Cog Rowan team. I don't know if there's anything under this category that really has Freeze. Mana Drain won't work. Suna won't work. It has too much barrier to bother with her. We can get rid of... We could actually use Wisp to get rid of a lot of their stuff, which wouldn't be too horrible. But all of these look so bad. I think we actually go with Green Seer Yasmin Loop or something. And just go down that route. Is there any weapon that tiers armor that is green that is not horrible? Let me see. There is Hope's Crescent. We might be using Hope's Crescent next week. I think we'll be using Hope's Crescent next week. Think about it. Oh, this one doesn't even gain magic, really? Everyone always uses it for its magic, yet all it does is gain attack. It gains 7 attack and 4 armor. It's not good. But, yeah, I think we'll run Hope's Crescent. Also, did I really even go over this weapon? It's completely useless, by the way. It destroys an enemy's armor and gives all allies a bunch of life, based on the armor destroyed. It's, I don't know why they gave it out for raids. It would make a lot more sense from invasions than from raids, but, yeah, they gave it out now. There's no point in ever using it. Also, it looks kind of like that symbol, doesn't it? But, there's no point in ever using it, really. Even for invasions where it's better, it won't really even be useful. Hope's Crescent is way superior. And even, what's his name? War and Peace would even be superior than this in most situations. Yeah, Hope's Crescent. We'll probably be running that next week, some kind of Hope's Crescent team with all the Fays. Because there's several Fays that would have synergy with that. Also, maybe we'll run Archer, too. Who knows? We wouldn't be able to do the instant kill, but it would count as a Fey, so depending on how much bonus we end up getting. It's the only hero class that counts as Fey, as the current moment in time. Anyways, let's go and head back to the rest of raids. Keep going with that. We still have only 12 battles left, actually. We'll probably be able to get all of them in, because raids is just so easy this week. Or at least a lot easier than normal. Yeah, move that over, move that over, move that over. Trying not to get a skull here, because I don't want to have to waste it. I want to get Mang down first. Now we can take a skull. We even got to start with Enrage. We don't actually have Enrage on this hero class, but of course the random stats effect can occasionally give it to us if we get lucky. Oh, good thing that cascaded for that, or else I would have given him a skull. But we'll let him have his thing. We'll go through, guess I take the last little bit of my mana just to kill him out with, so we'll do that. He'll do whatever. We'll go and throw that last little hit that we need to kill that out. Obscure it. Take a skull, dead. And that's pretty much that. Okay, we'll go get a burn down. Do it on, probably should have done it on that other one, actually. Because now if we take a skull on him, we're going to waste a lot of value. Where we could have already had the other guy pretty much dead. Unless we kill him out in time. He does do some damage to himself. It's really minuscule, though. It's like 2 damage or something. Yeah, we're going to have to waste all that, everything on him, unfortunately. But as we find another skull, it'll just tear him down. And hopefully that'll be the game plan then. Yeah, he'd already be dead if I would have focused him with all the other damage earlier. Which I probably should have been doing. I keep forgetting that. You need to make sure you take from the other way around when you're casting against these. Because your skulls will just take out whatever's up front already. So you don't need to actually damage them with abilities. And Mang will just kill it. Or Skull, that works too. We're way overkill right at the end. Of course we get it right at the end. And not earlier. To speed up the battle, but oh well. And no problem for the code, everyone. And Salty will have some more later. And hopefully Salty will give us some more later as well. Because we're down to our last one. Or we have one more, I should say. And then that's our last one. Alright, we'll take a yellow here. I don't want him getting the bird up, obviously. We'll let him have a skull here. Maybe he'll ignore it. Nope. But yeah, we'll just kind of let it sit there for now. It doesn't have any yellows it can take, so we're fine at the moment. We'll actually take a blue or something, just so we can go kill out the boss. Hopefully get a skull. He might actually cascade it for us right here. And he does. Perfect. So we'll go grab the purple right there. See if we can get a free skull. Doesn't look like it. But it's not yet. Oh no, we can. Very nice. Double free skull. Take a third one. And then we just have to deal with this guy's stone skin, but that would be easy. All we have to do is throw a mang at it, and that will deal with it. And now all we have to do is hit it once with just about anything. And that does count as just about anything, and there we go. On to the next one. We get our battles right back due to Valraven. So we have about like 20 of them left then, most likely. Somewhere around there. Take the red over. Get a nice mang down. Do that on the boss all the way at the end, of course. Hero it out immediately. We're almost at the point where we can't one-shot him anymore, which isn't that big a deal because we can still use Siren and Faunessa. Given that we can't one-shot him anymore, it might be at the exact second that we can't do it anymore. I think it'll be time to switch to Faunessa. Okay, we'll go take the yellow over. Unfortunately, we don't have +1 on it. Would be useful if we did. It would be a lot more useful if we actually had +1 yellow than we had +1 purple. But unfortunately, this hero class does not have +1 yellow. Only the, I believe only the Knight hero class, oddly enough, and the Priest hero class is +1 yellow. It's on that one life tree, if I'm not mistaken, or one of them. The one that has like all the divine stuff on it, I believe has +1 yellow on it. Or the mana link. Also, Priest in itself already has a +1 yellow, so you actually get +2 total. So I'll go for that. Go throw a mang at him. Oh, a little late. He's gonna survive that because we didn't get mang down in time. He'll take another one. He'll die out to that, and then we just mang him into a Siren's almost enough to kill. And just one more poke will do it. Actually, that would have been enough to kill, wouldn't it have been, if we would have had, what's it called? If we would have had the, why can I not remember what it's called? The, Faunessa. Oh no, it would have been 2 damage short, never mind, it was 44. I was looking at the replay there. Yeah, well, still, it's almost time to switch to Faunessa. I think the second we don't kill with it, it'll be time. And that's probably this battle, actually. We'll find out after this battle. If we mang him and then hit him once and he doesn't die, it's time to switch. And they have a decent enough attack at this point. They seem to be around 45. And like I mentioned, they'd be around 45 and he'd be around 80. So I guess that about correctly then. We'll go throw a mang at him. Go take some mana for him. Take it off the blue. And I believe this does not kill. Oh, no, it does. Oh, does it actually get the 4 magic before it calculates the damage? I didn't bother checking that yet. I believe it does. If that's the case, I guess we can go another battle or two before we actually need to switch them. Or switch the Siren for something else. The only problem once we get rid of Siren is we can't get any mana generation anymore. That means we have no mana generator on our entire team once we switch it out. Which isn't too big a deal because we start with so much mana that it kind of doesn't matter. But it still could be a factor. We'll go get a mang down so we don't have to deal with that. I'm not doing on the middle one because, well, 2 reasons. One, we need to be hitting the back ones like I mentioned earlier. But the other is because of King Salinas. So do that. Take another skull. And wow, that went pretty decent. We'll take a red down. Go throw that at him. Dead. Doesn't know how many things we have to boost it. And down it goes. And while it doesn't come into play much, we are using Bard's ability slightly. Very, 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 very little. But we're using it on the King Salinas at the moment to boost up his stats. So we have a Valraven to deal here. Okay. Will I go for it immediately? Yes, because we do that. So we'll do that. Take that away. We haven't gotten mang yet, which we desperately need. I guess we'll just take a useless color that we don't need, or we throw this down. Either or. Both of them seem horrible to do. I'm just gonna take a move. Take the last little bit of mana we need. Actually, we're gonna need 2 turns for that, don't we? Yeah, we'll take the red. He'll skull us, it's fine. Oh no, we did it in 1. We throw down the mang, get all of our stats. And now we can one-shot everything again. And then we just have to deal with this Valraven, which is gonna be annoying. I kinda wanna move this to try for an extra turn. Oh wait, never mind, that's bad. It'll give him all the purple if I do that. So we won't do that yet. Throw that down on him, still enough to kill. Big skull, Valraven dead, and that went out easily at the end. Then we just throw a Siren at him, get our mana back up. Take another one over, poke him a few times, try finding a skull, and that will be that. Let's go, and we'll take some yellow over. Let him have a little bit of brown, but he might clear up enough board to give us a skull. He does not. Throw a Salinas at him for a nice little hit. Actually, I probably should have waited a turn before I casted that. It would only been 1 damage more, but that 1 damage could be the 1 damage we needed to kill him. You never know. Oh, just go throw anything at him. I think mang at this point would even kill. Actually, it wouldn't, but we'll need something to go kill him with. So move that over. There we go, King Salinas and a skull. And bad gate. What are you doing, bad gateway? That battle better have counted. Yeah, I think it counted. Also, by the way, we hit level 1,300 this week. This is going to be a pretty nice milestone. Almost forgot about that. That'll probably be on Wednesday or Thursday. Probably before we hit the Friday, most likely. Probably on the class event on Thursday, we'll end up hitting it. I'm not trying for a leaderboard on it, though. Though if you did want orbs, it probably would be a good leaderboard to go for. I don't think too many people will be going for bards, since it doesn't get much of a benefit beyond level 70. And most people who want it to be level 70 have probably already gotten into level 70. Especially since you need it for raids this week. Well, actually, technically you don't need it for raids. There are definitely actually other things. I might even switch to Titan or something else soon for raids. It depends how much harder it gets. So far, obviously, it's been a pretty much a cakewalk this week. But during the later battles, we might still need a proper hero class for it. But this hero class does have 20% stats this week, if nothing else. And that's applicable everywhere, too. Actually, even in Arena, if I'm not mistaken, you still get 20%. Might even be a good week to go run Arena, just using this for 20% extra. I didn't even think about it that way either, because I almost never play Arena. But if I'm not mistaken, the team bonuses for the week do apply in Arena. It's like one of the few things that actually applies there. Actually, it's pretty much the only thing that actually applies there. Like, literally the only thing is the team bonus for the week. So whenever a hero has 20%, it's kind of nice to use. The only problem is other people's heroes would also be 20%. But it makes things like Mang and such quite a bit higher. You don't get the traits or anything or any of your base stats, but you'd still have 20% more. So if you're up against someone who's not using the class, you'd have a really big advantage. Otherwise, it's just going to be about the same, just with your hero slightly more overpowered than all the other troops in the battle. Okay, I should probably go secure this kill over here. Throw this guy at it. Get that down. And now all we really need is a bunch of skulls. So we'll go take ourselves a bunch of mana, cascade that to a free turn, take a Mang. It's not enough to kill, but we can kill it in combination. So we'll do that, throw the other one down at it. If I can click it correctly, there we go. Take that, and you know what? We might as well just poke it to death. Do that. Oh, it does do it. It did 39 damage. Interesting. I never realized that. It actually steals the stat before it does its damage. So that means even though it says 30 damage right now, it actually has 34 because it steals the 4 attack before converting, or before it calculates the actual damage of the ability. Okay, so let's go take a Siren and try for pure luck. Actually, you know what? We're going to rush Mang instead. I don't want to risk it. Take that. We'll give it some purple. Actually, I don't have to give it purple. We could do it that way. There's a chance we would have given it off the top, but luckily we didn't. Take that out for a bunch of attack. Throw a Siren at, I guess, him, and just hope we get lucky. Nope, that is not lucky. Take a skull, dead. Get stone skin, and we don't have enrage, so we can't hit through it, unfortunately. Let's go get the boss kill thing. Do that, throw it at him. And I guess we start burning them. We'll do it on the stone skin guy, so he hopefully goes down soon. Take a skull on him. He's going to not die to burn, unfortunately. We'll have to waste another skull or another hit to kill him. I think it's probably going to be another skull, but we'll see. We'll take a... I'll take another blue, why not? I died to the burn there. Take the yellow over. Take a... What else do we need? I guess we'll take some purple over there. Throw a little poke at him. Excessive overkill, but this will allow us to one-shot skull the other guy. And then we can just do that. Hello, Sam! Hello, Steve! Welcome, welcome! It's almost time to change to Finesse, I think. I think this will be the battle that actually determines it. Because we'll have enough stats at this point to be able to know for sure if we need it or not. Let's take a red surge, please. Good. Skull, let's let him have there. Throw that down. And does this kill? I think the answer is no. And if that's the case, it's time to switch to Finesse. Yep, time to switch to Finesse. It's not enough damage anymore. We can still easily clear it out if we needed to, but... I guess when Siren stops one-shotting it, we stop doing it. Actually, yeah, I guess we'll still keep using this team for a little while longer then. Once Siren cannot clean up whatever is left, which is very soon, is when I think we switch out. Oops, what just happened to my screen? Whoa. There we go. That was strange. I don't know if that actually changed it on the stream or not, but it like expanded out like crazy. We'll go and throw that down on, I'll throw it on you, why not? Oh no! You're supposed to throw it on the other one. I hate when I do that. I never take my own advice. Or at least in that regard, I don't. You're supposed to hit the other one, the back line of it. Because if you don't, you're just going to overkill it with Skull like we just did right there. And now we have no damage on him, where we could have had him almost dead already. And probably killed him with that King Salinas right there. But now, it doesn't make that big a difference. But now we're going to have to spend like another 30 seconds trying to find a Skull for him, or a couple more casts. Oh! Gotta be careful, he just killed a hero. I keep forgetting, they actually can win. Even though it's been going pretty smooth so far. It is possible for them to do stuff like that. They do have ridiculously high stats. Skull, there we go. Grab that. Throw a little poke at him. And there we go. Actually, maybe I should pick, if I'm going to do this team, maybe we should put King Salinas up a little bit further. So we have the higher stats on him, because he hits so high with skulls. Oh, I guess we'll keep him as is. Anyways, go with this. We could bring the Faunessa up a little bit higher, I guess. No, never mind. I need Faunessa behind it, because we need King Salinas to get its mana. You know what? Let's go switch to Faunessa and just see what happens at this point. Ditch the Siren, get the Faunessa. Actually, I don't even need to search it. It's sitting right there. There we go. So one nice thing about Faunessa, there's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is we now have another yellow. The bad thing is we don't use green anymore. So we'll go with that banner, go with the +2 yellow, +1 red, and go down that route. One other nice thing about it too is it gives +1 purple. Combined with our heroes +1 purple, this actually allows us to, if we hit a 5 times, it'll allow us to full mana that after we've already gotten his cast down. So if he uses a cast and then we find a 5 times purple, we have to get him to full mana. Well, we'll switch it to that. It'll get it slightly slower Mang mana. We only really need the first Mang, so it's not too big a deal there. And then we get the yellow for the quicker Salinas. We'll be taking yellow a lot anyways because we need to counter out Valraven in most battles. Or not most battles, but you know, it's a factor that comes into play. So Skull, we're just going to ignore. There isn't much need to go for it at the moment. We'll go and just throw this at the boss. Double check the board for anything that might be laying around. Doesn't look like it. Throw that down at the boss. And we don't have Siren anymore, so we won't be able to get mana off of this when we get the kill. But it will secure the kill. It does whatever their 8 damage is, whatever their attack value is to them. So it'd be able to hit 86 instantly to that, which is obviously a ridiculously high number. And for the other ones, we could also hit pretty nicely. Unlike Siren, which would hit quite a bit lower on them. But we'll go and sideswipe it with the King Salinas. Then we'll probably go Faunessa that and throw our little poke into it. Or even just double Faunessa it. Only problem now is our red's being blocked here on King Salinas because of Mang. But we can still get him up with yellow. The only problem is there's no yellow on the board, so take a red over. See if he gives us a skull. He doesn't. We'll kind of just leave that there for now. At least he's being blocked on yellow, if nothing else, so that's helping us a decent bit. Go grab that down. We'll throw a Mang at him and then throw some kind of follow-up. That is actually exact damage to kill. 52 attack and 52 HP, so we kill that out with exact damage. And all we have to do now is destroy this thing, which is just one skull away from death, or anything else that we happen to use for it. Hopefully he'll give it to us. Come on, Skull. We need you. Let's go take some random move. Oh, never mind. I didn't even realize that was a skull. Wow. Okay. Well, I'll take that. And there we go. Okay. Also, one other thing that this indirectly does as well, now that we're using Faunessa, he does do 6 more damage off his ability, because this does count as Wild Folk, which is nice. Well, let's go get... What do we need here? I can do green to yellow. It's not as useful. We don't use green anymore, so I guess we just take a red, get the surge there. That's the problem with not using +2 red. Normally that would have been full mana, but since we switched our banner, it's not anymore. We have to take an entire move. Probably should have taken a red so it bled into him, the rest of the mana, but not too big a deal. Go throw that down. I need to get this guy's mana up so we can go kill the boss. It's pretty important that we do that, obviously. Do the poke on it. This is raids, however. Obviously, it would probably make sense to go kill the boss. So go for that, dead. Especially before he does anything. And one more skull will do it. Hopefully we'll get it around this area, or anywhere. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as we get it. And yeah, we don't have any skull spam, so we just have to kind of wait it out. Throw this at him. Or we'll just keep poking him. It's not like he's going to kill us. His ability is relatively low damage. It's hitting us for like, what even was that? That wasn't even like 15 damage on all of them. It hit so low. Yeah, that thing's really bad in late game, as you can tell. He has such high stats, yeah, he's doing nothing. So many Doom Skulls, can't even use any of them. Nothing even creates Doom Skulls yet. They're all right on top of each other. Let's see. I think this one's safe, so we'll take that. Or at least safer than the other option. And dead. With a lot of damage. And 8 more battles. I think we'll actually be able to get all of them in. Salty will still be doing her stream in about half an hour. I have no clue what she's going over. But hopefully something juicy that I'll be able to go over tomorrow. Because lately they haven't really been covering anything that I could really go over. Like, if you've been wondering why I haven't really been mentioning about anything about their streams, it's because they haven't really been going over anything that is worth sharing. Well, other than the pet dragon that we kind of went over earlier. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, that's coming out in the next month, by the way. The pet dragon, or the what's it called? The cat dragon that we was voted upon. We'll be having that as our free pet coming soon. It's obviously not the next pet, but I believe it's going to be a few pets from now. We'll end up getting that. Okay, what do we need here? We need skulls. We also need that one to take a lot of damage, so we could throw a Funessa. We'll take a blue first. Get rid of some of his attack. Not like it matters much, but reduce your 49 attack by 4. What a difference. Such a difference. Tried for a skull there, didn't get it. Keeps denying my red, which I do need. I guess we go for King Salinas at this point. Only problem is it gives him a skull chance, but he doesn't get it. Nice. We'll throw that at him so he actually dies to his skull. And now we just need to go find the thing to kill it with, which is right there. So we'll take that. And we did damage him that time because he has stone skin, so we had to. If they didn't have stone skin, it obviously wouldn't be worth hitting it, but it did. Okay, we'll go and just poke it, I guess. All we need is a skull, so that or just find any random abilities to keep throwing at it. There we go, and down he goes. Let's see. Have we reached? No, we're not going to reach Portal 7. Nope. We'll probably reach, hopefully, that tomorrow and then kind of go from there. Well, let's keep going. 7 more battles, which means we have about 9 to 11 more battles, given Val Ravens. Speaking of Val Ravens, there's one already. That already ups the number. Let's see. Let's try for... I'm obviously not going to take... We'll take that. Didn't want to take the skull, though apparently we still got it for free, so I'll take it that way then. I wasn't going to waste my turn for it, though. We needed the mana more. Well, let's go secure the kill on this. Already got the skull for it, so perfect. And now we just go all in on boss. I need to go get that thing to full mana before we do. And that'll be that. Oh, we got some free mana afterwards that we could have used for it. Oh, well. We'll throw that down. It's actually at the point now that if we go one more raid battle, the Siren would not have had enough damage. So we definitely need to be using Funessa from here forth. Now that we're at high enough stats that we can't do otherwise. Let's see. What else do we need here? I don't want to give him that skull, but I still want the mana, so we'll grab it over there. She'll go and move something weirdly. And I guess we just throw some burns down. Both of them have stone skin, so we have to deal with both of those. He pretty much misses with that for the most part. Then again, he doesn't actually use ground, so I guess it doesn't even matter how hard he hits. Or, never mind. Okay, wow. It does matter how hard he hits. What even was that turn? We'll go and take a skull there. Grab all that mess. Take a free skull. Our attack damage is so much lower now that we're not using the hero, of course. Not to mention they have 50% reduction. So much so, I might even just let him have that other skull. We need to press the damage at this point. Let's see. He keeps denying my red, so we have to get yellow if we want to really get those up. We'll go and, This will take a purple. Grab that. Take the red that we've been needing. Throw King Salinas that first slot to try to put it down. Dies to burn. And now we just need to take out this last one. Do that over. Try to get a skull here. Very nice. Return skull. Take ourselves a little bit of mana down there. Probably should have taken the yellow, actually, because now he just denies it from me. Oh, did that. Throw a thingy at him. And now anything we hit him with will kill it. Doesn't matter what it is. Even a skull will be enough damage at this point. Let's take some purple. So that'll be match. Ooh, we're a little mana short, but we'll take that over, and now King Salinas will kill it, or skull, or anything. And down it goes. Okay, on to the next one. How long did it take you to get all the way to level 1,298? Well, I've been playing the game since it launched, so it has taken us 3.5 years. Though do keep in mind, the leveling, the way that leveling worked in the past was way different and less than what it was now. Also, you have to keep in mind, for about 1 year, there was a level cap of 1,000, where people were just sitting at level 1,000, including myself. And that ended up making it quite a bit, like, it was basically a stagnant time where we weren't really gaining any XP, because there wasn't a higher level. But yeah, it's taken about 3.5 years. But if you count like actual time, as far as like how much it would take now to reach that level, I believe it's about a year to a year and a half. Of course, longer depending on how much you play. But it can be done within a year, reaching level 1,300. It just depends heavily on how much you actually play the game. I'll throw that down. Oh, I thought that would be enough damage. That's actually slight waste then, the way I casted that. I guess we'll go finesse to kill him. I was hoping the adjacent would have been enough. Probably should have calculated it, but oh well. Okay, what do we need here? Take a round over. Might as well get another Mang. Throw it on the guy that has stone skin so we don't have to deal with that. That'll be enough damage so that we kill all of them. And that's way more than enough. Well, we already had the damage for the other two. But now we definitely have enough for him as well. What else do we have to move around? I guess we'll go take ourselves a yellow. Move that into some more mana. Nice free skull right there. Or not free, but it's just sitting there, so might as well grab it. Take the other thing over. And at this point, we're just doing every move we can to try to get a skull onto the board. That awkward moment when the Wild Queen would actually be good. The problem is, Finesses would be better than it in most situations. Almost all situations, like literally all situations, actually. But, I don't know, I kind of wish we still had something that could create skulls. There just isn't any room to put it into the team. Okay, there's so many things on this board, but we can't actually use any of it. Oh, yes, we can. I didn't see that extra turn. Perfect. And then he's dead. I almost took the red. That would have been a fail, because that would have given him a 4-time skull and everything else. Has someone hit it in 8 months before? I wouldn't be surprised. If your guild has 100% EXP bonus very commonly, and you play a lot, you could probably do it in 6 months. As little as 6 months. It just comes down to heavily how much you actually play and other factors. But there's a way more ways to gain EXP these days than what you used to be able to. EXP rates are about like 3 to 5 times quicker now than they were in the past. Probably more towards 5 to 6 times, actually. If you compare it to like one of the slowest rates compared to what it is now. Because it's higher now than it's ever been, how much EXP you can get per hour. What do we need? Okay, I guess we'll just throw this one. I don't know why I'm like contemplating it so much. Doesn't matter too much. We'll throw that down. Way overkill it. Ooh, you got a skull off the top. No way we could have seen that. But we'll go throw that in the middle. Especially since... Oh, never mind. None of them have stone skin. So we just one-shot all of them every skull we find. Problem is we need to find some skulls. There we go. There's one. And we need to find 2 more. Or cast a bunch of times. Unfortunately, he went for that. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't. But oh well. Oops, I could have taken that purple and gotten that yellow still. Oh well. We'll try for skull there. Didn't get it. Oh, we gave it to him though. Oh, he got the hero kill. This is why you need to be using Titan or something that has barrier. Because you lose your hero too quickly now. Okay, I think tomorrow we'll be switching to not a different hero class. I think I'm going to switch to Titan. I'll double check what we have though. Maybe I'll switch to like Knight or something really weird. And whatever I switch to has to have half mana start though. So we do have to keep that in mind. Other than that, I need to find something that has a half mana start that I haven't max leveled yet. The only problem is I think I've max leveled everything that currently has a half mana start. Except for Sorcerer. I guess we could go do that then. Maybe get that to level 100. It's level 90 right now. It's very close. I do not want to take this blue. We'll take that green. Taking that blue would have given him a skull, so obviously we don't want to do that. This guy's almost dead, but unfortunately he's going to live with like 9 HP or something. If we can get King Salinas to surge. Perfect. That'll be enough to kill him. Oh, whoops. There was a skull there. I didn't even take it. Oh, well. I was so focused on trying to kill him out with that. I didn't even see the cascade. And does he give it to us? No, he does not. So we'll just go take a random move. Please give us a skull already. There we go. He gave us 2 at once. And down he goes. And he dies to burn. Let's see. You are level 1,400 and you started in February 2018. Wow, that is very quick. So yeah, that is about 6 months then. Oh no, actually that's even less. Wow. That is very quick then. But if you play enough, you definitely could. EXP rates are very high these days. I'm pretty sure level 1 to 1,000 can be under a month if you play enough. With how many EXP rates there is within the game. The biggest thing that really impacts it is if you win on the final day of Guild Wars. For whatever reason, there's still a glitch / feature where if you win on the final day of Guild Wars, it gives you a 100% EXP bonus for 2 weeks straight, which is obviously insanely high, which is kind of nice. But that means half the people in the game do not have it, whereas the other half do. I'll throw that down. Go through a... oh, wait. Yeah, let's throw that there. I don't know why I casted that one first. I should have casted Finessa first. I guess it doesn't make too big a deal. If anything, I guess it gave us another way to kind of get his mana up. We'll move that over, take a skull, and take the reds. Grab whatever else we have laying around. Grab another red. Kill the skull, poke us. And what else do we need? Just take red over. Kill skull again. Throw a mang. Actually, you know what? We'll just take that skull. He doesn't even go for it. Perfect. And down he goes. Hey, let me actually double check. What hero class would we switch to? Now that we kind of need more durability on our hero. It'd have to be someone that has that guardian thing. Oh, I could do Rune Priest if I'm not mistaken. I need Enrage and I need Barrier, ideally. Unfortunately, he only has one of the two. I believe, actually no, Titan's the only one that has both. Is the only problem with that. And Rune Priest doesn't start with half mana. Let's see, doesn't start, does. Let's see, what does Sorcerer have? I don't think it has anything skull-oriented whatsoever. What is everything? It's the only one with a Chaos Tree, too, if I'm not mistaken. What does Chaos even have? All daemons gain 1 attack. Steal 1 life to the first enemy when matching purples. Disease a random enemy on 4 times, 5 times. Oh, wait, don't you have another thing that steals life, too? Oh, no, it doesn't have it. That'd be cool if they gave someone both the 2 traits that steal life. There's a tree that makes you so you steal life on every extra turn you do on your 70th, if I'm not mistaken, 40 or 70th. And you could synergize that with the 1 life steal on this, but this doesn't have it. Has an interesting disease all enemies, but that's not useful in invasions. Or this, well, in this game mode it would be a little bit more useful. 50% chance to summon a health spawn when an enemy dies, not that useful. Create a Doomstorm at start of battle, that has a lot of potential, but in something like raids and invasions, I don't think you'd really bother with that. Gain 2 magic and attack if I take damage to life. That's actually insanely good. And all enemies lose 1 point on a random skill when I match skulls. That could be good with skull spam. It's an interesting tree, but overall not really worth it, especially since knowledge tree is relatively bad. It's pretty average as far as what it does. It's good for a little bit extra magic, but that's about it. And shadow tree, it really depended on the hero class you're using on if it's good. The only particularly over-the-top thing it has is stealthy and rising shadows. It actually has one of the absolute best final traits, because that's just a free kill out of nowhere sometimes. And you're normally getting at least 3 kills per the battle. So that's 3 7% chances that you would instantly get another free kill. And if I'm not mistaken, while it would be excessively unlikely, I believe the 7% chance can trigger the 7% chance. So if you kill something with the 7% chance, I believe that then has a 7% chance that it would then kill another one with a 7% chance. I'm not fully certain on that. I know it can't multi-trigger, so for example, if you kill 2 troops at once, you only have a 7% chance, not a 14% chance. Or, you know, it doesn't have 2 7%, it only has 1 7% if you kill them multiple at once. But if I'm not mistaken, it still would trigger as individual instances if it was to... If you get a kill, it triggers the 7%, and then that kill that you just triggered the 7% off of got a kill, which it would, unless they had barrier, then I believe that too also has 7%, since they're in individual instances. But when they occur at once, like let's say a Ketristabul, let's say a Ubistet kills 2 things at once, that only counts as 1 7%, not 2 7%. Unless they individually died at different times. Like let's say he killed one and then the instant kill killed the other. But if they both died simultaneously, then no, it wouldn't have... it would be just 1 7%. Like if an AoE, for example, would be a better example. If you like kill something with like KrissTigger's AoE and you get like a triple kill, that only counts as 7%, not as 3 7%. Let's see. Start with Doomskull on Sorcerer. Let's see. Zork did not see daylight for 5 months straight. No, I know you could probably get that level by just playing 8 hours a day. Some people do play gaming that much and still do other stuff throughout the day. I just generally don't spend that much time in Gems of War. I do spend obviously a pretty decent amount of time. But, I don't know, it's not really a game that I could sit down and play for that long, personally. While I do love playing this game every single day, It's not something that I could just play for like 6 hours straight, 8 hours straight, 10 hours straight. Unless there was like a really big update or some kind of new feature or some kind of new something. Otherwise, I don't know. I just can't stick it out that long. I think my average per day is like 4 hours or so. Of course, there are days I play for way longer than that, but on average, it comes out to like 4 hours a day. How much I normally play the game. Okay, we'll go and that's not counting for videos and such too, but I mean just like in my own time. Okay, we'll go and what do we even need here? We'll go and just take a purple over. Okay, I was kind of hoping he wouldn't get a skull there. Good thing he didn't. We're still using this hero class, so we still have to be wary that he can die pretty easily. We'll go throw this down. That'll be way more than enough damage to go kill it. I just realized that 4 attack reduction that it does actually lowers our damage by 4 every time. Because, or actually, you know what? It keeps it stagnant. It doesn't lower it by 4 because he gets his damage beforehand. But it's lowering its attack, and then we're using something that does damage based on its attack, which is kind of weird. That's another weird... Whoa, he just did a lot of damage off that. That's another weird inconsistency that that kingdom has as well. Pan's Veil has a lot of things that, like, reduce attack, but it also has troops like Faunessa that boost based on their attack, which means it literally has a counter to itself in the own kingdom itself. It just seems really odd. Oh, that's not the one I meant to click on. I meant to click on you. Oh well, not too bad. If nothing else, actually, we probably should focus all in on him, since we do have lower stats now. You know what? That actually wasn't a bad move. We'll go do that. Scroll down. Hopefully he'll die off that burn. It'll come down to pure luck if he does, pretty much. But hopefully he will. All he needs to do is stay burned for 1 more turn. Good. Hey, he actually died to it for once. Normally they would cleanse, like, right before, like, right there. I'll take a purple there. Try for a skull. Didn't get it. Go for skull. Of course, our skulls do so little damage now. But slowly and surely, we'll get it down. Go throw a burn on... I guess we go all in on first if we have such low attack now. Just to kill them 1 by 1 to make sure there's less to have to deal with. And now we just have to go kill that one out. And we can easily go do that with an adjacent damage. We're frozen on him now. He's not as important though, so it's fine if he goes down. Prefer to keep him, but it's not required to keep him. Go take some random move over there. He'll die out. And now that he's not frozen, that could actually potentially help us now. What else do we need to move around? I guess we'll smooth that. Probably getting the last little bit of mana we need here. Take it off the yellow so it bleeds into the other one. Throw that down. I don't think that's enough to do adjacent damage, especially with how few things we have to boost ratio it. How many wild pokes, so we'll just go for that. Skull. And 1 poke will kill it at this point. And that indeed counts as 1 poke. And down he goes. Especially since he's burned and he kept getting attack every single turn. And he even increases attack some, I believe, off his ability, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there we go. We're down to our 4 battles now. Let's get through those. Yeah, we're not going to reach the next portal. Doesn't look like. But we'll keep going. Yeah, doing Explorer or doing challenges is the quickest EXP in the game. I believe technically, I don't know, it depends how you look at it. If challenges was to ever get a repeat button, it'd be definitely, for sure, 100% quicker than Explore for EXP. Right now, I don't know if people who actually grind EXP bother doing Explore or if they actually do challenges. It'd be a lot more annoying doing challenges, but I believe if you have it set to a slightly higher difficulty, like Warlord 2 or Warlord 3, and you still get those quick shots, I believe it is technically quicker to get mana off of... have we still not gotten Mang down? What am I doing? I think it is technically quicker to get mana off of challenges than it is Explore. But it's about the same rate, and Explore is just so much calmer to do compared to constantly have to click with challenges. Anyway, throw that down, kill it off with its excessively high attack. It's pretty much always going to be enough to combo it out due to it constantly gaining more and more attack. Right here, we need a skull. I'm actually going to try for it off the Cascade. We get 2 chances. Both of them missed, unfortunately. I could try it again. And that third one. Where's all the skulls? Now he gets a skull. A little late. But, and it was for him, not for us. Yeah, we need to make sure he doesn't get mana, so we'll move that over. Even if it gives him something else. As long as he doesn't get yellow, that's the main thing that matters. I guess we go all in on trying to kill it, because it is really annoying. So we'll throw that in there, 2 more hits will do it. What else do we need? I guess we'll throw that. And now any poke will do it at all. Skull or any cast or anything. Let's try finding it. Of course, now we find... Oh, he got the skull. I thought we weren't frozen. Didn't even see that. He would hit the one that we actually needed not to be frozen, but we'll go move that. Somehow did not get full mana. Oh, Valraven, what are you doing? Don't even think about it. We have you almost dead, and you're about to go escape the battle. How do we do this? Move that down. Hero will die here. That's kind of to be expected. He just randomly hit the one he actually needed to kill. Unfortunate, because now we don't have enough skull damage to win. We would have won right there if he didn't actually get that kill. It's not that big a deal. We're still obviously going to win, but it does delay the battle ever so slightly. We'll try for a red there to get his mana up. Didn't get it. Take the purple skull. Get a little bit extra damage in there. Still want to try find that yellow if we can. Doesn't look like we have it really anywheres. Let's go throw it at him. Get a little bit of damage. And dead. And there we go. And we get our 2 extra sigils. Actually, I'll probably end it after this one then. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will go grab a bite to eat real quick. And then, yeah, we'll probably be heading over to Salty's stream. Not the slightest clue what she's going over. Actually, I don't even know if Salty's actually the one streaming this week. I know Syrup was doing it last week. For a skill poke, gets this burn, throw that down. Bit of high attack here. Throw that for a little bit of a poke. Put that down, throw. Oh, I should have taken those reds. Oh well. But he'll go do his thing. Go throw ourselves a nice little triple burn there. Try for a skull, didn't get it. We'll go skull poke us some. We'll take it ourselves. Get that one. And can we get a purple or blue? Yes, we can. Actually, is it even worth it? Not really, but might as well take that. Oh no! It was burning, so we actually got the triple damage kill on it. Wow. That hits high. Wow. I gotta be really careful with that. That hits super, super high. Is there any hero class with immune to burning? Yes, there is. There's a trait that actually does have it, if I'm not mistaken. I forget who has it, though. I believe Dragon Guard and something else has it. Maybe we bring that out. Gosh. Wow, that hits high. If we're actually burning. Oh, we'll take that. We'll take that. What really burns us here, though? Wait, what was it in his first slot that actually managed to burn us? Oh, Flame Troll. Oh, that's almost never going to happen. But if that does happen, wow, that's a lot of damage. It's basically just like a Zugoff if that ends up triggering. Enough damage just to clear us out of nowhere. That can almost kill us for max stats. We'll go through another burn down. He's already so close that we might just go all the way. No! I hate when it does this. We get the skull right when that happens. I guess since we're not using the hero, it wasn't as overkill, but still. Okay, we'll go... well, at least there was a skull there. And if nothing else, it saved us from casting one ability. I guess it still net helped us. We'll take the skull there. Doesn't do as much because he has such resistance to it. But it still chips him down some. And we'll throw this into any other ability. And that does count as any other ability. Even a skull would kill it at this point. And there we go. This may have been... Oh, wait. We'd actually just gain gems? What? How do we gain gems? Oh, did it tell me to use 4 of the same troop type? That's funny! Win any battle using 4 troops of the same troop type. I forgot about that. That technically is 4 of the same troop type, isn't it? Oh, that works out perfectly. Wow. And now all we have to do later at some point is maybe go do 3 unique with... just do like Dragon Soul with triple constructs and do it that way. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, and we just did it at perfect timing too. And we got that down. Night Sloth. This may have already been covered, but what do you think of the new weapon this week? Oh, it's useless. The Yasmin's Pride. I don't know why they give it out during raids. It's more meant for invasion, and even in invasion, it's just not worth using. I would never bother using it. War and Peace is better, and the Ripper one, what is that called? Something Ripper. That one red-green tearing weapon is better than it. So basically everything is better than it. There's no point in using the new weapon that came out. You still want to get it because of collection purposes and kingdoms requiring it for upgrades. But I wouldn't really do much more than collecting it. You don't need to bother upgrading it, and you don't need to bother using it at all. You just get it for the sake of getting it because you need it for kingdoms. I guess Pan's Veil would end up requiring it. Also, that reminds me, I didn't make much mention of it, but Pan's Veil has increased to level 9 stars, or at least possible to reach 9 stars as of this most recent patch. I mean, as of this most recent event. And that does give triple tribute chance, which helps our tribute out even more, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I didn't end up showing that earlier. It has a nice new screen, too. I'm pretty sure most of you have probably seen that. I haven't really seen it that often. I think that was actually the first time I got to see it, actually on the live version. I saw it in the beta quite a few times. But on the live version, I think that's actually the first star I've gotten since the most recent version. But it puts like a little star on it, goes through a little animation. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, still obviously no kingdoms level 10 yet. and obviously we're nowhere near reaching that. And by the coloration, it looks like they're planning on power level 30 eventually, but we are, like, this over here is like a year, 2 years away at the current state of the game, so it's a while from now. But anyways, that's that. So another kingdom to have higher tribute, and it has a nice little mix of everything, as well as a decent amount of glory, so anytime we could get a little bit extra glory, they're always nice. But even just having higher chance in general, it basically gives us more gem per hour while we're playing, because the more tributes you get at once, the more gems you're getting, as well as the more gold keys you're getting at a given time. And gold keys do have the chance of course, giving you gems off of them. Of course, I probably won't get one as I try showing it, but you can get gems. It gives gold, glory, souls, and a possibility of gems. It's only like 1 or 2 each time when it does get a roll of it, but still, that's still a possibility that it gives extra gems, nonetheless. Anyways, guys, thank you for coming down. Let me go get Salty's link real quick for any of you that want to go and check out her stream. I don't know exactly what she'll be going over today, but she will be going over something, so we'll find out. But yeah, there it is, twitch.tv/infinity+2. There's the link for any of you that want to go and say hi to her. I'll be there for the next hour, and she'll be starting in about 6 minutes to 10 minutes, somewhere around there. She normally starts at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is in 5 minutes from now. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the week. If you still have any other questions, feel free to leave it on any of my videos if I didn't cover anything or anything like that. Should you spend 20 event keys this week? Kind of. If you don't have King Silenus, I would say yes. If you do have King Silenus, I would say no. King Silenus is basically the only thing worth getting in the current drop table. There's a few other things here and there that are kind of okay, but King Silenus is the main thing. And maybe a Nyx, I guess, if you really want to run like a Forest Troll Nyx team of some sort. The common team for that is Forest Troll Nyx. Third slot is either Kraken or Dawnbringer with Titan class. And final slot is Queen Mab. But other than that, Nyx doesn't get used for too many things. But King Silenus is about the only like really good one in the drop table right now. But it's also in Soulforge, so you could technically do it that way. Though it is cheaper doing it through event keys, surprisingly enough. But the chance you would specifically get off of like 20 keys or something is not too likely. I don't know what the exact percent breakdown would be, but I would say about a 10 or 20% chance you would actually get it off with just 20 keys. Somewhere around there. But it's worth a shot if you really wanted to. It's just not the greatest of weeks to be throwing event keys down. So do keep that in mind. But if I'm not mistaken, next week also isn't that good of a week to throw event keys, so you'll still have a time to go accumulate them. Oh no, next week is Bright Forest. Next week's actually okay, because next week you would have Glitter Claw as a possibility, and Glitter Claw is a really good Fairy Fire option, especially if you can't afford to fully trait Queen Titania, or you don't want to bother putting the time in to go spend a few hours getting the traits for that. It's a really nice thing to have around, since it's immediately functionable even with no traits on it. What am I looking for? I'm looking for not Blighted. I'm looking for Bright Forest. But yeah, this is the event key drop table next week. It's, let's see, it comes out to Cat Sif, which is useless, Florian, which is basically the other version of Nyx, which is available this week, except Nyx is generally better than it. Glitter Claw, which is the only reason you'd really bother opening keys. Oh, never mind, Queen Titania too. But yeah, Glitter Claw and Queen Titania would be in drop table next week. Both are insanely good. They're the best 2 Fairy Fire options in the game, and Fairy Fire makes it so your spells do 50% more damage. Prince Athoris would be in a drop table, though he's pretty useless. And other than that, it'd also be Suna. Suna, of course, just came out pretty recently, a couple weeks ago. She's the most recent mythic to be added to the game. She's relatively useless, but she is available. And she is yet another Fairy Fire option as well. But yeah, that's what the drop table looks like next week. It's actually not too bad. I would definitely say the event key drop table is better next week than this week. So, yeah, King Silenus is used for so few things. Unless you really needed a burner and you don't plan on getting Infernus anytime soon, that's the only time I'd really bother with it. That, or if you want it for raids, because it is obviously insanely good in raids. But you can easily just go like multi-Fonessa instead, and you don't really need to. Gorgotha, Alchemist, Infernus, Famine, any good? Yeah, the team sounds perfectly fine. Yeah, you just keep spamming Infernus. You keep going with your Asmin. Normally you'd want to use a Mercy instead of a Alchemist like that, but yeah, Alchemist is still perfectly fine. Plus you get a little bit of extra gold if nothing else. But yeah, team sounds fine. You just go and either rush up Alchemist or Gorgotha, throw down Alchemist into Gorgotha, throw down Gorgotha, get Infernus to full, keep spamming it, throw Famine to make sure the enemy doesn't do anything. And it would work out pretty well. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all later. Thanks for coming down. Again, Salty stream or link is in the thing, twitch.tv/infinity+2, if you want to go check that out. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all later. Thanks for coming down, and we'll be back same time tomorrow, 1.5 hours prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for coming down, and enjoy your week, everyone. Goodbye. Oops, I'm clicking the F10 as if that's my... Wrong one! Good job, sorry. I always do that because during my videos, I actually have it hotkeyed so that I could just hotkey the video down instead of having to click it. But I don't have that set up for my stream just so I don't accidentally disable the stream. Anyways, guys, now we're on. See you, everyone.